Welcome to Layn HyreCar University. I received a great comment from a phenomenal subscriber named Kellen Benton, and they really left a great comment. And their question, they just wanted to know what the HyreCar process was like, what are the deductibles, and basically what is the time frame for the HyreCar claim to be processed, and is it efficient, and is it sufficient, and is it consistent? So I'm going to answer all of that. I'm actually going to share my screen. You're going to get a lot of valuable information. I left the links below to the direct HyreCar policy article, but I'm going to share my screen, so follow the screen through. I'm about to share it with you. Stay tuned. Follow me through, and this is in response to an awesome, phenomenal question from Kellen Benton. And I want to go directly to the website where HyreCar states and goes in specific detail in regards to the insurance plans. So it's pretty cool. So let me actually go down here, and I left a link below as well, so you guys can do some additional looking around or reviewing as well. So links below the video will have this direct link, but let me dive right into it. So first and foremost, I'm going to summarize a lot of this. It's a lot of reading, a lot of verbatim. But anyways, so HyreCar offers a basic, standard, premium, and premium plus plan, people. And you must, part of the process is once you actually return, the vehicle's returned back to you from the HyreCar renter at the end of the rental reservation, you must submit a claim within 24 hours. Very, very important. It specifically states that here as well, as within 24 hours. And for whatever reason, if you can't specifically file the report for whatever reason, you need to contact HyreCar immediately and let them know. They might require other proof and evidence that's dated to so they can actually properly file the claim. As part of the procedure, you must do it within 24 hours. So as soon as you see something's wrong with the vehicle, night or daytime, you need to file immediately. And if you can't tell that there's damage, say at nighttime, and that morning of you see, oh, there's some extra scratches here, immediately file the report. As I mentioned, that's still within 24 hours, day or night. File for a claim right away with a HyreCar. And again, depending on what plan you have, if it's the basic, standard, premium, and premium plus, it gives you different coverages. All of the plans essentially offer $1 million liability coverage. All of the plans offer physical damage coverage at $25,000. The deductibles are different. For the basic, it's a $3,000 deductible. For standard, it's a $2,500 deductible. For premium, there's a $1,000 deductible. And for the premium plus, it's a $500 deductible. And what it states right under the wording and verbatim of basic, standard, premium, premium plus, that's basically your share. So if you have the basic plan, you'll essentially earn 85% of what the booking rate is. And standard, you'll essentially earn 80%, premium 75%, and premium plus, you'll earn 70%, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that's pretty much what you earn. And that's the breakdown right there, as clear as day. Each one offers a different cleaning reimbursement as well. So up to $30 for basic, up to $50 for standard, up to $60 for premium, up to premium for premium plus, up to $75. Gas reimbursement works kind of a stair manner, is up to 65% for gas reimbursement, up to 80% for gas reimbursement, up to 85% for premium gas reimbursement, and also up for premium plus, up to $75 gas reimbursement. And mileage overages, same here, kind of works in a stair manner. It starts from low to high. For a basic plan, you get up to 65% for mileage overages reimbursement, up to 80% for mileage overages, up to 85% for mileage overages for premium, and premium plus up to 100%. So this is what pretty much the plan itself stipulates and states. Also, the camera tickets is management included, and parking tickets management included. What that means essentially is there's a company that goes, I'll use the acronym VOI. They're a management company. They don't pay. A little over a year ago, HyreCar was a little different. Like I said, going on 2 years. But when I first started, essentially, the HyreCar used to pay for the tickets regardless. So, for example, if your guest got a ticket and you could prove it and you just paid it, HyreCar would pay you back, and they'll collect it from the HyreCar renter. And for a lot of different reasons, I assume they changed it. Not sure exactly why, but I have my opinions. They changed that. And so now what's going on is they don't pay that right now upright. They actually manage it where they put a third party that goes by VOI that will notify you when you have a ticket, and also they'll do their best to contact the HyreCar renter. But if the HyreCar renter doesn't pay, you pretty much have to pay that because it's under your vehicle, under your registration, unfortunately. So as I mentioned in another video, I won't dive deep into that, but just quick summary, the way you get out of this type of situation is I highly recommend, and check with your city, state, municipality. I'm just your friend on YouTube, do your own due diligence. But what's worked for me, I don't pay the tickets. What I essentially do is I transfer the tickets. So for example, what I'll do is I'll grab the ticket, I'll have their driver license picture front, back, and a selfie holding it. So I'll have all their information. I'll fill out usually the back of the ticket, or I'll contact the municipality's entity that issues tickets, and I'll go online and submit it, or mail paperwork stating that this is not my ticket. And I'll print the copy, or I'll send them an email, or send them the contract showing that that this renter had the car, not me. And that's usually worked for me, where I don't pay anything out of pocket. That's what I usually recommend. But I want to get back into this, and I'll go down to this. So for impound fees, like if your car's impounded while being rented, the basic plan and unfortunately the standard plan do not offer any coverage that's out of your own pocket. So if your car gets impounded, even though it's not your fault, you're liable for it. It's just business expense. So I always recommend maybe consider trying to get the premium and premium plus, because you'll at least be covered up to 85% of the impound for premium, and premium plus to get up to 100%. Lost or stolen keys, you get up to $250 for premium, and the premium plus you get up to $300. So that's pretty much what it is so far. I'm currently on the premium plus. I feel it makes the most sense for me, and I'm more in the long-term game, passive income. So right now that's been working, and that's my last claim I just had, which took approximately about 4 weeks, which is phenomenal. It was fairly quick because remember the vehicle had to go into the shop, had to get an estimate and all that. So the way the process works when you're going through a claim is you actually first, once you find out that there's damage to your vehicle, you file immediately within 24 hours. If you take longer than 24 hours, you better have a really good excuse or a really good reason, because what happens is you could actually be declined coverage. So always make sure to file within a 24-hour time frame. If you don't do that, your policy won't unfortunately cover you. So within 24 hours, and as soon as you find there's damage, file it immediately with HyreCar ASAP. Then your next step is find your affiliated body shop if you have one. If you don't have one, go on Google or go in your local neighborhood, or just go online, start calling around, trying to figure out which body shop you want to go to. That's the next step. You got to find a body shop. And so you could take it there. Then you take pictures of the vehicle, and what you want to do, you take as many pictures as possible. HyreCar at this point is going to actually have you download an app that's from Vista Claims. Vista Claims did a phenomenal job. They're represented by Sedgwick, at least that's who monitored my claim, and they did such a phenomenal job. I love this direction because first, it's a very, very not only cost effective for the company, it's really time efficient for us HyreCar hosts, because what happens essentially is you download the app, you take all the pictures, and I'll leave a link below to my video where I actually go through a live tutorial of a live claim that I went through. And I just download the app, I basically took pictures, applied them to the app, and voila, I was done. Then after that, I just take my car to the body shop, and that's it. The body shop takes their own pictures as well. They line it up with yours, they give an estimate, and then from that point, they send an estimate over to HyreCar, and if everything goes good, then you're issued a check, and then you get mailed a check. They actually mail a paper check to you, and once you get it, you pay the body shop, and bada bing, bada boom. That's about it. If there's any differences amongst your pictures and the body shop's pictures, or to say the body shop might find a little more damage, that means that, and that's very, very common. Don't get scared. Don't fear. It happens all the time. It's called you have to get a supplement. So what happens is your body shop will take care of this. You don't need to worry about that. So if, for example, say your car's damaged, say there's $1,500 worth of damage, right? Your pictures show $1,500 worth of damage. But remember, yours is only pictures. The body shop, they'll also take pictures, but what they'll also do, they'll take the car apart where the damage occurred, and they'll see, hey, there's some extra damage here. You couldn't figure that out, so that's not your fault. You took pictures, you did the best you could. You can only take pictures of the exterior. They take pictures of the exterior, and then they remove the exterior and look internally to see if there's any additional damage. And if there's any additional damage, at that point, they'll add on the amount to what your amount would have been. So if they say your amount was $1,500, for example, and then now their amount might be, say, $2,100, so it's an extra $600. So that means you'll get a check in the mail for $1,500, but you'll still owe $600, which is no bueno. It's no good. So what the body shop has to do, and you make sure they do this, they must file a supplement, and they'll take care of all that. It's very, very streamlined, very, very easy to do. They do the supplement for you, and all they do essentially is they say, hey, we know, say Conrad Layn sent these pictures of the exterior, but we see that there's some additional damage. It's going to add on an additional $600. So his pictures show $1,500 worth of damage, but our pictures with the exterior damage show an additional $600 worth of damage. So that's $2,100 worth of damage, not $1,500 worth of damage. HyreCar always typically approves. I've never seen them, at least for me, they never deny that. So it's always been pretty smooth. I've had multiple claims with them. My most recent claim for a long time, I have multiple cars on the platform. My recent one was just about 3 months ago, or was it just a few weeks ago, actually, not like maybe 12 weeks ago, 10 to 12 weeks ago, something like that. But yeah, it was pretty recent. So that's why I want to do this video, because I got a great question for Kellen Benton, but I also wanted to reiterate the actual process, and it's a different process. There was a different company that was assisting HyreCar with it. It was called Genotech Investigations. They actually would essentially do what Sedgwick and Vista Claims did. And at that time, when I first had my first claims, everything actually went well. It was only on average, I was being paid out. It was different because at that time, it was a lot faster. It was like 2 weeks, then it went to like 4 weeks, then it went to like 6 weeks, then went to 8 weeks, and then went to like 12 weeks, like 3 months. And that got too long for me, to be honest. And I did make my complaints. And HyreCar is a great company. Like I said, no one's perfect. These are ways that you got to become better as a company, as a person. And they've done that. So they started off really, really fast. When I first started with them, when I had multiple claims, I was paid out so fast, my head was spinning. It was phenomenal. I loved it. So I had no issue with it. Then it started slowing down and got to like about 3 months to get me paid out. That was just too long. But now they're not working with that company anymore. And since they've been with Sedgwick and Vista Claim, now this whole other company is not only more technology advanced, they allow you to download an app to save you time and save them time. And it makes everything very streamlined. So I'm very happy with them now. There was a time where I loved HyreCar. There was a time where I kind of was a bit frustrated, just being honest. I always want to give good content, and honest content. There's nothing against HyreCar. They're a great company. But there was a time I was very frustrated with them because it was taking 2 to 3 months, which is way too long in my opinion. And I have an insurance background, been insurance licensed for over 8 years, which just was unacceptable. And I made that clear to them as well, and they understood. And you know what they did? They're very responsible, and that's what I love about a company. Not only they're traded publicly on the NASDAQ, they're a responsible company. They're all about making profit, but also they also want to make everything efficient for them and for us, because they understand if you make it easier for us to get paid, they get paid. That's just kind of the rule of thumb. So they really understand that, and they really want to help us make more money because it also benefits them as well. So that's what I love about HyreCar, is that they took full responsibility, didn't make excuses. They stopped the relationship with the other company, Genotech Investigations, and they actually now they're actually working with another third party that's called Sedgwick with Vista Claims, and it's been really great after it. Like I said, my last claim took about just under 4 weeks, not even 4 weeks, like just under, like probably a day shy or 2 days shy of 4 weeks. But let's just say round it up to 4 weeks, which is great. I'm okay with that, because you have to think about that. 4 weeks to get paid out. Also, I had to get a supplement too. I actually had to get a supplement. It came in lower, and then the body shop had to actually rewrite it. And with all that, so that means if it was just straight, no supplement, it'll probably be like 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks and a half. So that's great. So everything was finished within 4 weeks. It was a very streamlined, great process. HyreCar's on a roll. Not only they're taking care of the business, they're taking care of the HyreCar host. And I have seen a lot of videos where it is kind of deterrent and people are nervous and they don't know, they heard the scary stories. At this point, from my personal experience, and only my personal experience, everyone's different and there's always exceptions to the rule, but from my experience, I had a great experience actually. And I just went through a claim, and that's why below the video, in the links, I left my video where I should give you a live tour of what the claim process is, and from start to finish. I actually go through the app, I take pictures, and I show it all in there in a very concise manner, and I even show how to take proper pictures. But that's basically, it's been great. It takes about, I would say on average, about 4 weeks so far, because that's my last claim. But if I had to divide it up or really apply math, anywhere from about 4 to 6 weeks is about what it would take if I take in consideration my other claims in the beginning with Genotech, which was a completely different company that they were affiliated with. But if I add all the claims, even the ones that took 2 or 3 months, it comes down actually probably about 4 to 6 weeks. But like I said, this took actually under 4 weeks, but I'm rounding up to 4 weeks, and that's great. And I haven't had a lot of claims, but I've had enough, but I haven't had like a lot. Like it's been over a year since I had a claim. So I mean, it's been a great process. But I just want to show you guys this right here. And yeah, let's go down here a little bit further. I'll show you one last piece. Right here, Premium Plus, $500 owner deductible, $1,000 owner deductible for premium, standard $2,500 owner deductible, and basics $3,000 deductible. That's up to you to pick which deductible you feel comfortable with. I'm currently comfortable with picking the Premium Plus $500 deductible because I want more peace of mind. I'm okay with paying a little bit more of a cut to have peace of mind, so that in those situations, if a guest loses a key or steals my car, I need to get a new key or whatever the case is, I'm more covered if my car gets impounded. I don't want to be paying out of pocket. So to me, it's the most financial sense. It makes the most financial sense for me to be on the 500 one. You don't have to do it. Maybe you want to do the 1,000. Maybe you want to make more money. But like I said, it's not bad. Let me go back up to the actual sheet. See right here, I'm still earning 70%. So the way I look at it is, okay, I'll pay 30% to have peace of mind. Maybe you don't want it. Maybe you just want to pay 25% for the premium. But I'm on the Premium Plus currently. And again, you can always switch around and change it up. And that's up to you. I can't tell you which one works for you. It really depends. Every strategy is different, but it worked for me, and it's been very profitable for me. And I hope I did a good job explaining. Again, I just wanted to let it all out, kind of give you a quick dive into this, but I highly do recommend HyreCar. I love HyreCar. They did such an exceptional job, and that actually made me love them more, because the fact that they took care of my car and they did it in a proficient, sufficient, and consistent manner made me actually grow more loyalty and brand loyalty with the company. Because like I said before, like, you don't really know if the company really has your back until you go through it. And I went through it. The last renter, unfortunately, didn't tell me he got in an accident, damaged my car, left the car dirty and filthy and nasty, and they took care of me. So that's what I like, and it was under 4 weeks with a supplement, people. So that's what I like. So besides watch this, go through this. I left the links below to this article as well that goes direct into the HyreCar insurance plan. Besides that, love you guys. Like, subscribe, share. Hope you guys have a good day, good night, wherever you guys are in the world. Enjoy, make money, succeed, and follow me on Instagram at Conrad Layn. Like, subscribe, share, Conrad Layn. So peace out.